These are the silk cocoons. Okay, these are the silk cocoons, and inside the silk cocoons there are silkworms.
Yes.
Even now, there are silkworms in there.
Yes.
Why is it doing that, the silkworm? Because it's genetically programmed to produce the silk from two of the pores, and it's like the spiders. They have special organs to produce the silk. Think about a cylindrical form like a Cuban cigar.
Okay.
This is his size. We're talking about 4 inches tall, about half an inch wide. That's about the size of the caterpillar. By the end of the 3 months of eating all those mulberry leaves, it will start to be ready to produce the silk from two of the pores on his forehead. When he moves his body, this what they call peristaltic movement. You know what it is, like our intestines. This movement is actually having him to push his organs on the back, and they're ending right here. The silk skirts, and it comes down to its mouth, and it starts to wind itself in a cocoon like this. This is a cocoon, and roughly from one cocoon about this size, ladies and gentlemen, I take roughly 1.6 kilometers of silk. That's very close to a mile.
That's in the tree.
That's actually, you can do this on the tree, but you don't want to do this on the tree. You want to do this in an indoor space.
Oh, okay.
Like chicken and the egg story, you know,
Yeah.
incubating the thing.
Yes.
But look, when I try to pull this off, you can see that it's sort of like, can you see how fine those filaments are? It's, I can't, you can see it's one of them. You can barely see it. It's so fine. And the length that is winded here by the animal is roughly, like I say, 1.6 kilometers. I'm giving you a rough estimate. It could be 1.4 depending on the size of the cocoon. But at that stage, animal is ready to go to the other phase. The other phase is being a pupa. The moth. Chrysalis. No, actually, inside here, if you like, you can pick some and then shake it. Shake some of them, and then you can hear it. There is somebody inside there.
Whoops.
That's okay. I'll give you more.
That's the dried one.
I'll give you more.
There's
Can you
somebody
hear
in
it?
there.
There is someone inside there.
Is the worm dead in there?
Are you there or what? Hello?
The thing I hear
Yeah.
is the dead worm.
It's a dead worm. It's actually, you can hear that he's actually moving. It's a dried carcass.
Yes, it is.
It's a dried worm out there. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
And try to pull a little bit of silk from it.
They all have it.
Can you see how fine those filaments are?
Yeah.
Okay, this is so fine like this. You're seeing a miracle out there because, like I said, it's a long, one long single and a silk that's actually winded right here. My job to unwind this, you have to put it into the water. Hot water is the solution. It dissolves it, making it looser, making it softer, and you can start to take the silk from it. Like, how do you do that? We touch them with a brush like this. Let me just take this one out. These are all dead now, okay? Like, I'm just gonna touch this with a brush like that. When I touch them with a brush like this, I actually start to take the tips of those cocoons, which they all have silk on them. Look at this. This is how I take it. Can you see how fine those filaments are?
Yeah.
There you go. And every one of them will give you, like I say, roughly 1.6 kilometers. And then what I got to do is I need to bring these guys together, just like this. Look what I'm doing. So this much. That's very understandable, right?
Yeah.
This much, about 35 of them will go into a single strand to make one line out of this. You can feel it. You want to feel it? This is how silk is. This is a regular commercial, not commercial, anything. If it's silk, it's got to be this. If it's nylon, that's a different story. In America, not only in Turkey, in America, not only in the Asia, you've used this one to make a lot of parachutes from this. Very famous during the war, 1946, 47, 48. A lot of people, they used parachutes to make this one parachutes with. And the guys, they did jump on the silk parachutes. There is the operation called Market Garden. You know this? Like they jump into France, and they used a lot of silk parachutes, and they actually start sending these parachutes back to their country so they will become the gowns for their wives. Yeah, they used them like because there was no silk. Everything was gone into the parachutes.
Right.
No silk stockings, nothing. At that time, the ladies were drawing lines on the back of their leg to say, I had got that silk stockings. And then DuPont came onto the scene, it killed everything, no more silk. But you see, ladies and gentlemen, when you start unwinding this, these are like the bobbins, and the bobbins, they got thinner
Right.
because the silk is coming off of them. Before I go into this, I want to show you one more thing, but let me just take this one here. See the silk is simply going to be coming off. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Eventually, when you open this up like this slowly, and you will see the animal inside here. There is a silkworm. You don't want silkworms to open up a hole and come out of there and become a moth
Oh, right.
at that
They
stage,
destroy it.
because it destroys it. Because all that silk will be gone for nothing. It's
You'll
gonna
have short bits.
Yeah, you're just gonna have little
pieces.
small pieces, and you can't use it anymore. That's why I actually have to steam them before I put them into the
Hot water?
the water in here. Can you just pass me that scissor, please? Thank you. I want to show you this.
So you have to kill the pupa?
Yeah, before you put it in here, you have to kill them, steam it.
Yeah.
It's like the egg. When you steam them, you're not gonna have chicken out of there. Okay?
Right.
See, I'm just gonna cut it at that stage, so you can see what's inside here. There you go. Take a look. Take a look in here. See? So this.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just put it in the sun a little bit. You can,
Oh,
see that guy here? I'm gonna take him out.
it's big.
Yeah. See?
Oh, it's big.
See the guy here? It's big.
Yeah.
And if you look a little carefully, you can see the fold marks on it.
Yeah.
Fold marks because it was this big.
Oh.
So it actually produces silk. It's got smaller, and it's like an accordion, shrunk into the form of this. Within 3-4 days, about a week, legs were gonna form, wings were gonna form. It was just gonna pump blood to its wings and then melt its way out. It was gonna become a moth, a silk moth. Do you understand the issue? It's like metamorph. Like I say, I don't want them to become moths. At least not all of them.
Well, you have to have some to produce.
So absolutely for the next year's production.
Right.
So you leave some of those guys free, so they become the moths for the next year, so you can get the eggs from them, and you can do the next year's production.
And you have them eating your mulberry trees? Are
Well,
they-
you
are
can't
they-
let them do this on the tree, but you don't want to do this because all the birds, they peck them.
Oh, so where are the ones who are eating the mulberry leaves?
Walk about 10 minutes from here,
Uh-huh.
on the way to the entrance of Ephesus. It's also mine on the other side of the
Yeah.
road.
Yeah.
I have a barn,
Yeah.
like my grandfather used to say, strategically placed in the middle of the orchard, okay, of the mulberry trees, so you don't have to walk that long. So you can pick up the leaves and feed the animals in the barn.
Oh, so
It's
they're
only
all-
for
they're-
3 months, though.
Uh-huh. Okay.
By the end of the 3rd month, you got those guys on,
Yeah.
and then you can start steaming them so you can have the next year's production right here.
So
Yeah, go ahead.
are you a closed system? Do you produce the silk that you use for
Oh, yeah.
your rugs,
Yeah, you don't want
and you
to-
use all that you produce?
Absolutely. You don't want to buy this from somebody else because they really can't hands up. You don't want to buy it from somebody else.
Depending on them.
Depending on them. And so this is like, you can see how thick this shell is. See? It's the thickness you see is all silk. Okay, this is all that silk, and then touch that silk that is already collected right there. Feel that is that. Go a little stronger on there. Yeah. No, right there. See on the skein? Right there?
Yeah.
It is so strong. So feel this.
Yes.
It is so strong. Ladies and gentlemen, see, if you can't make it like this, you know, bring it up to this level here. And you know, in the older days they used to twist it like the hairband, like braiding the hair. Am I boring you? No. You tell me. While they're doing this, they were adding sand in it. Sand, broken pieces of glass, and actually brass needles, brass, and they were sealing it with oil, petrol oil, like a heavy, big, thick cable, and then hold it from two sides, push and pull, to cut the marble blocks.
That's how they do it.
Cut the marble. And you cannot actually see it from here. It's like, how can you tell by the egg that it's going to be a rooster or a sheep or a hen? And so what we do over here is, well, we hold them in our hands and then start to go like this. And these they sort of look like that. See the shape? Can you see the shape?
Yeah.
That's a female.
Oh.
That's a female. And if they look like a little big, which I don't have here right now, but you know, something like this versus this, and a little amorph looking like. Seriously, like this, like this.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
this guy is more likely to become a female. So it goes in here. Just joking. So this is a male one. So you got the 10 males versus 100 females. You know, they fertilize the eggs. They find each other by the pheromones they produce. Yes.
Is there any difference in the quality of the silk from male to female?
You know, I never wanted to get into this. There is. Because of the size, it's big, and it actually
So you
produces
get
more silk. Yeah.
More.
yeah.
Male does,
But,
yeah.
but other than
Other than that,
quantity.
and there is nothing different with the quality and intelligence level. Is that right? Is that okay? Politically correct? That's a good answer. So look, ladies and gentlemen, this is how we produce the silk. But to get it to this level, this blue one, to make it that soft and shiny and everything like that, I have to take this and wash it right there. Wash with the chamomile. Chamomile? Chamomile. Yeah, depending on where you're from. And then I start using vegetable dyes, herbs and plants to take this absorbed dye, and then that's it. We're going to take a little walk out there. See, these are like some of the substances I use. Sorry. Take your time. See, like this. Look at this.
What is in the kin?
Look at this. This is turmeric. This is turmeric. Smell this. See? Oh, careful. This is turmeric. Turmeric is my yellow and orange. Okay? So all you gotta do is take the turmeric, put it in there, and then boil it. If you want to make anything into, let's say blues, this is my blue.
What does that make? Yeah. What is the blend?
Wood. Wood. Am I saying the right? W-O-A-D. Wood.
Oh.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's a plant. It's a plant. It's the roots of the plant. See, this is wood.
Not indigo.
Not indigo. Remember the Braveheart movie?
Yeah.
The guys they have those ancient Britons. Yeah, wood is the material. You can use indigo if you like.
From a tree?
From a bush.
From a bush.
From a bush. From a plant. You could use indigo. And look, this one is copper sulfate. Copper sulfate, which I use this to see those turquoise color right on the ice.
Yes.
We're so well protected here.
You are, yeah.
So you make that
the two
turquoise.
blues.
There are two different. Actually, you can get 3, 4, 10 different blues out of this. So there are so many different ingredients. But the problem is, how do you fix it? How do you make it? Yeah. So how do you make it permanent? I use this one. This is actually, technically speaking, it's salt, but this is potassium aluminum sulfate. It's alum.
Yep.
Alum. When you go to the barber shop today in Turkey, if he shaves you and if he cuts your face accidentally, he takes one of those and starts putting it over here. It stops from bleeding.
Yeah.
It's a great color fixing agent. Also cuts from bleeding. Locals, they powder this and use it as a antiperspirant, deodorant. You know, when you take those perfumes, it's inside those antiperspirant. There is always aluminum. It actually is antiperspirant. And then when a lady gives a birth to a baby, they actually wash her with this. It's hygienic and everything. So it's, and also when the barber washes your face with this, your face sort of like shrinks. This is, yeah, it's good for, you know, like a hair that turns this way, and it actually helps it. This is actually the potassium aluminum sulfate. Okay, and I got probably out there tobacco. See, this is tobacco. That's Turkish tobacco right here. See, I got tobacco. Yeah, for the green color. Those are black walnuts for making orange. It's brown color. This is for making purple. This is
What's purple?
Purple. This one is here. I'm sorry. This one is here for the purple.
What is it?
Alcana. That's the name for this is Alcana tinctoria. It's a local plant. It doesn't smell. It's like a bark on the stem of it. Looks like sort of like burnt piece of charcoal.
Yeah.
But at the top of it, it has a fluffy flower. It's called Alcana tinctoria. It's the purple dye we take from it. Do we have anything else here? Oh, those are quince tree leaves. Let's take a look here.
What is the quince? What color does the quince?
Green. You got green from this. What do you do over here? Well, we burn the wood under here and start burning it. It works 8 hours. 8 hours. It's like making spaghetti. Yeah, you tie this for 8 hours. By the end of the 8th hour or 9 hours, if you can do it longer time, it's better. You take the yarn out and the color is ready.
One question.
Yeah.
Why is the silk over there so hard? And
Because
why
I
is
haven't
the weave
haven't
so
washed it.
soft?
I haven't washed it. I'm gonna wash it. This is just raw silk. We will wash it and it's just gonna have the same coloration. It's a lot of experience. You have to do it. If you use chemical dyes, it just fades out. Not so much, But I'm saying that anything that lives under the sun is determined to fade.
But
Yeah,
in
of course.
Kathmandu,
In time, anything.
Yes, they have internet.
Joanne.
Yeah, if they have telephones, anything, they have FedEx. It goes there.
Oh,
Come on, let's take a little walk. This
because
way.
it's,
Come this way. Come take a look. Acıyacağız, öyle mi? Tamam. Look at this. This is how we make it, little by little. Gelin de dinleyin 2 dakika. Nereye gidiyorsun amca, gitme. Watch her hands and see what she's doing. She takes 2 lines in her hands, spins on one, brings on to the other one, over and under, and then she ties the knot. Do you see it? She does it again, takes 2, spins on one, brings on to the other one, over and under, inside, outside, pull it down, cut it.
Oh, it's a knot.
Does it matter
where's
which
the knot?
No, that it matters
It has
because
sheds?
well, you know what? If you look at here, you can see that there are 2 set of lines.
Sheds, yeah.
Yeah, lines in the front, lines in the back. She plunges her finger and takes one from the front, one from the back at a time. So and then she ties the knots. That's a knot. On contrary, as this is generally named woven, this is not woven. Those are hand knotted carpets
Yeah.
and are done by hand, not like a machine made. So she ties the knots exactly with her hands, little by little. I'm going to show you this on my fingers so you have a better vision on this. So she takes these 2 lines, spins on one, brings on the other one, okay? And this actually goes underneath like that. So this actually goes like that. If you were to do the other one, you have to take this one again, okay? And then you have to do it like this. This too, this time. Do you see what I mean? Like this too.
Yeah.
Look at it. So I'm just actually locking them too.
Right.
See what I mean? Like I'm locking them. So this one will be again this two. And then she locks them. And then whenever she finishes with this, look, it actually is hanging down right there. Makasını kessene şunu şuradan. Watch what happens. Look at this. Now look, see, do you see it? It is standing upright. Can you see it?
Yes.
Because we cut it short. Now it stands upright. She's cutting it short, so it's going to stand upright. So that's going to be the pile of the carpet. I'm just the top, the pile that you walk on. I'm just leaving it like this so you guys can see it. It's got to be a little shorter than that. Yeah, that's what she's doing right here. Kessene makasla. 3 hours a day. 3 hours a day. 4 months time is what it's required to be done. And she does this while she's here. When they go back to their village, I don't know how many hours they work in their house.
Can they change the patterns at all?
They can. This is their own pattern. I don't get them over the patterns and the colors. I don't want to be a part of the decision. They are the decision makers, and I buy this from them. I'm going to buy it from them. I will sell it because Arturo Yevakaiva was going to sell it. It was going to work like that. Well, they came, they learned, they made it, they went back home. I gave them the looms for free. And then they made the rugs. And then the husbands, they brought me the carpets. I should have understood it. That why are you bringing the carpet? Why isn't she?
Yes.
But you bring the carpet. This is the time to pay the money.
So he keeps the money.
Yeah.
So he keeps the money. He did keep the money, and I felt so bad about it, and I had to find a way to stop this happening. What I decided to do was, after a year wasted, I started opening up bank accounts for all those women individually. That came into my mind. Rather than giving the money to the husband, I opened up bank accounts so the money was going to go direct deposit. And you know, in those days, remember there was this books.
Oh, yeah.
Not that ATM card, but the bank books.
Yeah.
I gave them all those bank books, one by one, red bank books. And they actually have got the money into their bank account. Eventually, 1 year later, 1987, I understand that it's not going to work because they all took their husbands to the bank.
Oh.
You know, why are you taking your husband to the bank if you're thinking that he's taking the money from you? Are you, dude? Okay?
Yeah.
And she said because they didn't say it because they were so brave and so proud. And I had to pull it out of their mouth. They don't know how to read, simply.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
They did not know how to read the numbers. I had to do it different. Then I opened up the school, made it rather than 4 months, but 6 months. I teach them how to read, hygiene, first aid, civil law, citizenship rights, and I teach them how to make a carpet. And then I gave them the ATM cards, and it worked.
And they left their husbands?
No, the husbands, they don't like me that much. That's the only side effect. They don't like me because I think I'm changing with the regular lifestyle.
That's why.
Yeah, come on, we're gonna take a little walk. I want you to sit down. One of the options, which I'm not gonna do it, but you need to know, we can talk about the patterns, designs. Designs like a long maze. Once we start it, we cannot stop it. You have to seriously stay here for like 3-4 weeks so we can understand the patterns. You know, why are they putting this? Why are those animals here? What century is this? You know, it's a long story. Today, we're going to go in a general, which I actually do instruct for Route Scholar. Not only for Route Scholar, I work for Harvard alumni. You know, those people, they come and see what my program is like. Because I work with the women here. It's just the hard work. And so we're going to talk about the history, evolution of the carpets. In a very short period of time, you will start to understand why are we saying this is a better carpet, this is not a very good carpet like the other one. Is that okay? Didn't start. See this one here, like right behind you? You can just sit down, just feel it, feel it. Yeah. Like the one behind you. That's like a carpet that we know. Okay?
A carpet of what?
Carpet like we know, like we carpet the word, we know the word. It's like a carpet like we have every day. It didn't start like this in the beginning. Like we're talking about roughly 4,000 years from now. 4,000 years ago, actually 5,000 years ago, 3000 BC, there were no rugs like this. It was all evolution. It started with somebody decided to use something on the floor, but not this one. In the beginning of everything, you know, that we were living in hunter-gatherer, sort of like a living style. So these large rugs were a little too heavy for those guys to carry, simply. There were no rugs. It was this. This is not even a carpet. It's a kilim. K-I-L-I-M. Kilim. You can say it like kill him without an H. So I can kill him without an H. That was what it was long years ago. Zayıfmıştı, uyandırayım sizi. Long years ago there was no carpet, but there was this one. That's a kilim. It's not knotted like the ladies working outside. It's flat woven on a shuttle work, back and forth. You whip it, left and right, back and forth. They whip it. That's a kilim. Now there is no sırtlı çevir, front or back. Yere bırak şöyle. Şöyle getir şu ortaya koy. There is no front or back. It's very light, you can see. You want to come and feel this? Look at this. Come a little bit closer here.
Is it silk?
No, it's not. It's actually lamb's wool.
Oh, nice.
Watch this. It's very light. But look what's between the two different colors.
Yeah.
There's a gap.
Yeah.
See, there's a gap between the two different colors.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, this is skill level 1.
They show it.
Yeah.
3,000 years ago, well, she was not able. How they started it? she did not know the technique of interlocking the two different colors like that. So they actually left a gap between the two different colors. That's a skill level 1. Do you understand what I'm trying to come up with?
Basic.
Basic. This is very basic. Açın bakalım. But this basic, depending on what tribe it is, şöyle yan yana açın onları sıralayın. You will see a lot of different styles on this. Because every tribe has a different technique. Every tribe has a different method. Every tribe has a different famous color. Every tribe, ayakları dibine doğru, has his own methodology. Every tribe has his own, skill on it. Like the Navajos, like the Hopis, like the American Indians, like the Scottish tribes. Every tribe has a different kilt. You know what I'm trying to say.
So you know where they come from just by looking.
I know exactly where they come from just by looking at them. I just wanted you to see this biraz daha fly yok, biraz da başka yok mu seçeneği? Yok, tamam, iyi, olmaz. Yeter mi tamam? Do you see these are kilim, K-I-L-I-M. So many levels, 10 levels we have, but that's skill level 1. That's the basic you should see. That's a great carpet for one nomad to use it as a blanket. 3,000 years ago. You can put it on the horseback, even today on the horseback or on a camel. They use this. What they do with this one is today they hang it right there at the entrance. Gelsene şunu tut bakayım Murat. At the entrance of their house. Ha? Tamam önemli değil. Entrance of their house. See, pardon. Like a door. Like so you open up and then you go inside here. If the ones with the holes will give you enough time to get enough ventilation, or you can use it as a blanket like an Indian. You can put it on the floor. This is what the whole story behind this. This is very practical if you're a nomad. It's very practical. You can carry this. You can have more than 1 or 2. But if you're going to make a complex pattern on it, you have to change your technique into this. The woven is not going to work for you. Because if you use more than 3-4 colors, you will have more holes in it. So how do you stop this one having holes? After 700 years, this has been a solution. Yan yana gelin. Oradan açın, o uçtan açın. Look at this. Yan yana durun. What they decided to do was, sırtından açar mısınız? Look at there, reverse. See that back? No holes this time. Because they knew it was going to cause you a lot of holes if you used several different colors. So they weave it as one solid color and they applied embroidery on it. It's woven and embroidered. Why did we have to wait 700 years to get to that level? Because you need a special tool called needle. To get the embroidery, and to make the needle you need iron. This is the beginning of the Iron Age, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing on the internet. We're going to take a look at their surface. Now you can see.
What are these called?
Those are called G-Jin. C-I-C-I-N. G-Jin. C in English is J in Turkish. J. G-Jin we call it. You're looking at the surface of them. So my friends will bring them. Ayaklarını dibine doğru ve ortaya doğru da koyabilirsiniz. Boşluklara doğru Ahmet, boşlukları kapat. Feel them like you did with the previous ones. And then touch and see that these are different. Boşluklar şeyi kapatın, tahtayı. Görelim bütün hepsi ortada. Well, this is level 2. On the level 3, I want you to see this. Gelin şöyle yan yana. Bir dakika dur. This is what everybody was asking me when I used to give these lectures. Everybody said, that's quite understandable. But where is that transition species? Where is that transitional type? How do we know that from Australopithecus to the Homo erectus? Where is that transitional missing link? Missing link. Where is that missing link? If you cannot find the missing link, we're going to accept it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, missing link is here. I want you to see this. See, this is, I bought it from, I know the story. I just actually got it from the guys in the eastern Turkey. Mountain Ararat is the name of the area. Nomads. Take a look at this. This is woven. Oh, wow. Embroidered. Okay, and actually knotted together. Why don't you feel this? Just get a rakasın. Just try to come a little closer and then look at those. Try to touch them with your hands. It's not the issue. They figured out how to make the knots, but the problem is, it's very cautious. It's a cautious step towards making a carpet with a full pile. You know, it has to go for like 200 years, 300 years, 400 years. So they will test this, examine this. Is it going to be okay or not? Is it going to wear out or not after everything is gone? Then they pass it to the younger generation. They keep doing this. Do you
You
understand?
wouldn't want to step on them, so be
You will?
careful.
Well, yeah, this is how they actually, in the beginning, they did. You see, this is a hybrid type of a carpet. It's carpet, it's woven, it's embroidered. Do you understand what I'm trying to come up with? This is level 3. So we're actually coming one step forward today. And take a look at this one too. So this is like the other one here. See? Yeah, this is yeah, like this one here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Apart from all those levels, apart from all those levels, I want to show you one more thing. Well, between these, those are the main street. You know, I can just use this like a milestone. I'm using them like a tap right here. But between those, there are other subspecies, subtypes. Sumakları getirin şimdi. Like those ones here. Like I want you to see this. This is level 2. Bekle olsun olabilirse. Açın bakalım. Take a look at these. See those are woven and embroidery. You're looking at their surface. Sırtlarını gösterin. Look at their reverse side. See their back. Oh wow. See their reverse side. The locals, they use this stuff. They use them as a blanket. And the hairy part stays inside because it creates a lot of air pockets. They can use it like an air pocket. Yüzünü göster aldım. And they come from, I take them from Eastern Turkey. Look at the one in the middle, or this one there. Can you see that animals are always in couples? Yeah. It's a mountain Ararat. All the animals are in couples. Yeah, almost are. Go take a look at them. Regions of Turkey.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Watch that. Imagine this timeline when we had to have this in the primary school. Like an arrow. Starting from there and rock cuts in the middle and the ages are on there. So we're coming towards today. This is year 0. All those BC is gone. Roughly we're talking about 500 BC, 400 BC, and over level 4. Senash Hasso, Ephesians. Look at this. See, this is a beautiful rug. You can see this tobacco blossoms, and it actually has got those off-white and beige. In the middle, aç bakalım Ahmet. Look at this one here. Aç kardeşim Murat. Take a look at this. All different rugs. But look at their sizes. They're not big. 3 by 5, maybe 4 by 6, because it's a nomad and he cannot carry a large 9 by 12 carpet on his horse or on his camel. You know what they use this one for? It's a prayer rug.
Oh.
They would use this as a prayer rug. After 636. Bırak ayaklarını bile. Touch those. This is level 4. Murat, Ali, Hasan, şunları bir kırın da şeylerini gösterin, düğümlerini. How do we know that these are knotted? Well, my colleagues are going to show you how to do this. Gelin yan yana hepsini kırın, tek tek gösterin. Murat, orayı bırak. Önlerindeki hallara git. Level 4, remember the level 1 was so primitive, very tribal looking, very Navajo looking. Level 2 was embroidery, level 3 was mixture. This is level 4 all carpets. Now I'm going to show you, birkaç tane açabilirsek bunlardan açalım. A few more of those, but this is about the size. Mihraplı varsa bir tane mihraplı seccade getirin bana, namazlıkta anlatayım. Fark etmez ne oldu. Yoksa getir, ben onu namaz kılarım onun üzerinde. Getir bakalım şunu. Look at this one here. This is the size. Şöyle gel bak şuradan. For one person. Aç abi aç. For one person to pray on it. That's the size. Look at this one
Oh,
here.
wow. Wow.
This is the praying carpet. I mean, this is the praying carpet. See this? Bir tane mihraplı tekli yok mu tekli? See those little niches? Those good Muslims, they come onto it. And the direction, aç bakalım şunu, look at this one, something like this. Çok iyi mihraplı bu. See, like this? Direction must be towards Mecca. And they stand on it, they do the ritual for 5 times a day. What could be level 5? Since these are still we're using today. Level 5 is different material. No, we still have to do with the silk. But this is, I don't know if you heard of cashmere. You heard cashmere? This is level 5. 14th, 15th century. Circassian, Caucasian, Caucasus. Circadian. Açın bakayım Circassian. Look at those. Caucasian. Caucasus. Look how beautiful they are. It's the material. Cashmere and the lamb's wool, sometimes camel hair is in there. Bırak ayaklarını bile. This is double five. Because you can start to see that combination of the two different materials. Look at this one here, see? Those are so fine, Caucasian pieces. The Dutch painter, or ask for Caravaggio, ask for Bellini, ask for Giacomo Bellini, ask for Lorenzo Lotto, Hans Holbein. You will see this. You will see this carpet on the paintings that is dead. Under the Madonna and the child, there's a carpet that goes gorgeously. She is holding baby Jesus and the light comes about her. It's like coming from a promised land. That's it. This is the gul, the rose of the Caravaggio is what we call. I want you to see this one here. This is world famous, Uşak. If you ever have done this, looking at the carpet issue, everybody knows this, Uşak. Those are the most frequently copied, repeated, taken over and over and over again by the Pakistanis, India, China. But that's a Turkish Uşak. Açın bakalım. Watch this one. Look at this. Very famous. It's huge. Feel the surface. Feel the surface. This one. It's just this, ladies and gentlemen, see, this is not so soft. Surprisingly. It's not so, it's the camel hair and the cashmere you see here. If you want something for the heavy traffic areas,
Where is the cashmere? Which color?
it's inside right here. It's all mixed, it's all blended.
Together.
This is why it's a harder carpet to do, because you have to blend it all around the carpet. It's a large carpet. To be able to finish a large carpet like this, two ladies have to work about roughly 6 months or 8 months time to do it. Together, side by side. Every 3 days they switch their places. This is how they finish this. Bir renk değiştirebilir miyiz buna? 2 dakika. Size zahmet. Watch this now. They're going to hold it from two sides. Ahmet and Hassan. This younger chap. Younger chap. It's British. Look at the way he changes the color. See the color change? Oh! See? They will do this again. They will just hold it. Yavaş, acele etme, yavaş. Yavaş, yavaş. You need to slow it down, guys. Did you see the color change? Yeah, it just changes color. So, if you want to see this one changing color more dramatically, you have to drink some raki. That changes color. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this. A few more of those Uşak carpets. Ayakların dibine. Köşelere doğru. Bir köşe, bir köşe. Yeri çok meşgul etmeyin. Look at this. Yani çok ortayı doldurmayın.
Oh, this is beautiful colors.
Rugs.
It looks like a Turkish rug.
It looks, seriously, it does. It really does. See, what they used to do was, they hang a rug like this on the wall.
Yes.
Okay, hang a rug like this on the wall, where the medallion comes right behind the Sultan's head. Like this one here. See the central medallion? You are a Sultan. It just goes right here. It's like a halo behind his head. Do you understand the whole idea? Right. This is called Kayseri. Remember the name Kaiser.
From the
Kaiser, German Kaiser. Kayseri stands for the king, the Sultan, Kaiser. You can see all those medallion right in the middle. That's the idea. It used to go on a wall. Today we use that. One more. Ladies and gentlemen, anything after this? I want you to see one more thing. Murat, that's the issue.
Where is this?
Ladies and gentlemen, anything finer than this is not going to be this material. Anything finer than this, ipek, will be pure silk. So it holds the traffic and everything. Excuse, these are silk.
Wow, look at those colors. They come
Bir renk değişti şöyle. Watch they change their color.
Yeah.
Ali yavrularından hazırlayın. They're going to bring them to you. See, bu kadına belki bir yavru yedirebiliriz belki. It's a long time ago. It's over. I used to do this with my grandfather. these two doors were my nightmare. These two doors. Because my grandfather used to say, close the door. I was closing the door. And then 2 minutes later, my father used to come in and says, open the door. Who told you to close the door? I was opening the door. And then he says, go close the other door. I was going and closing the other door. And my grandfather used to come in and say, who told you to close the other door? Open the door. This was like a nightmare. But you know, I had the chance to work with my father and my grandfather with a big mustache. My grandfather, before he used to show those big carpets, the big silk carpets to the people, he was looking very intimidating to the eyes of the ladies, and then with touching with his mustache, and then gel bakayım şuraya, madam, like this. Before I show you this, okay, before I show you this, whether you like it or not, that's a beautiful carpet. After all those years, I always wanted to say that I'm not going to talk like him, but you know, believe me, whether you like it or not, that's a beautiful carpet. Right? Now watch what happens. Şuradan dördünüz köşelerden tutun yavaşça. Gel köşeye. Çok kaldırmadan, çok kaldır. Look at this. We're going to turn it around, okay? Look at this. Did you see the color change?
Yes.
You know what causes that? It's the drinks. The carpet.
We struck this.
Yeah.